Good morning, everyone. We are here with Diana. She's a psychology. She works for the University of Guanajuato, and well, it's our pleasure to be here with her sharing this moment. We're going to ask her a few interesting questions. So, Diana, the first question is, what are the psychological facts that influence on a person's motivation?
Okay, it could be different things, but the most important could be impulse, instinct, and incentives. It's basically, yeah.
All right. And well, the next one, what is the average number of students in the University of Guanajuato as itself that attend to the psychology department?
Of 100%, at least 80% go to the Department of Psychology.
All right.
It's a big number.
Yes, it is. So, Diana, do you think that 18 years old people have enough experience and motivation to choose the right bachelor degree? And if so, what makes you think that way?
Yes, I think that a lot of our motivations are created from what we see in another persons. It could be our parents or friends, or it could be famous too. It is our personal desires and our experience that guides us in making decision about everything that is not making us humans being.
Well, of course, as the whole interview, and I might say within your experience, what are the most important things that people usually consider motivational in their lives?
It seems to me that everything depends on each person. Each one of us moves different things, and nobody is the same as another person. I think the phrase each head is a world is the proof that the person is a construct of many things. You know, the people are different and the motivation is not the same. You know?
And so, how can a person find its real motivation in life?
I think this is the hard question, but throughout life we get information from many sides, and people can get that information from another person and the media, social events, right? Like the TV or internet or newspaper. It could be whatever sites. That is creating ideas from what really interesting, really motivate us, and what we are passionate about doing, whatever we can do. You know, it could be of any side.
How can you explain that all human beings have the same qualities, but only some of them get to be happy?
Again, I think it has to do with the perspective of life of the person. And even many occasions we must consider the economic possibilities of people, saying that also influences to be able to achieve what we want.
So, can you find a relation between people's happiness and their motivation? And if so, what is the relation?
I think it's a hard relation because it's not all the time it's necessary the motivation for being happy. But if we done what we like or we are passionate about it, I think that the people become monotonous. We do things by inertia, and we because that's something inside us move us. You know, happiness and motivation is not necessary have a relation. It can be different ways, but not all the time it's necessary being together.
And so, what would you think of a person without motivation?
I think all the people have motivation, but we can find it, and that's difficult. But that perhaps the person needs to discover himself.
I would like to make another question.
Okay.
Within your answer, how would you think a person can find itself?
It's difficult because you need to recognize you I mean, even like physically, that's me. You can watch you in the mirror and see you, and I think that's important. Then you can watch inside you and recognize your feelings, the things that you really like to do all the time. It could be, oh, I like the music, or I like the sport, or I like everything, or whatever thing could do. And I think it's necessary go to someone professional, like the psychologist, and they can help you to recognize you, to discover you.
So, do you consider necessary that motivation should be a subject in school since kindergarten? And if so,
No.
why?
No, it's not necessary. I think not. Science, nothing says that having a subject about motivation really motivates you. That has to do with each person and the needs of the person. Because if you get that subject about motivation, it's not a guarantee of the other. I have this subject. The motivation is in everything, in everything that we do, in whatever things, not only in a subject. It's not necessary. Motivation is in every one thing, you know.
So the last question is, within successful people like Steve Jobs, Nelson Mandela, Henry Ford, Carlos Slim, what do you think it was bigger, their knowledge or their motivation?
I think both are linked. The more a person contributes what he is, I think the bigger his experience and his personal and work knowledge. We are not just motivation or intelligence. People are construct of many things. We are moving all the time. We are different things, not only studies or sports or food or whatever thing. We are different things, and we are moving all the time by our experience or society, schools. We are different things.
All right.
But both are linked, but
That's good, Diana. Well, I personally and also my team appreciate your time and the whole class back there. Hi to everyone. Would you like to say something else?
no.
No.
Pueden ir a la orientación educativa.
Thank you.
Bye.